And wishing and praying that I fall. Shout out my haters, I know
Shout out.
that you're watching.
You know you watching.
Wishing and praying that I fall. Shout out
What's
my
up, Hen?
haters, I know that you're
Man, I can't even call it, bro. How you living?
Man, good, bro. You been working hard in these streets.
Man, hell, yeah. Like shit. It's almost time for the draft, man. That shit under a month from now. We gotta be prepared. I remember somebody told me, man, you stay ready, you ain't gotta get ready. So like, I'm ready for this.
Let's get it. Well,
Hell yeah.
so we got the 30 visits, right? So we go talk about, I
hmm
guess, a couple of them, and we go kind of dissect it with your list.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because we need a cross reference. Because a lot of times we see the names, and let's be 1,000. Like there's hundreds, literally hundreds of draft prospects. There's a lot of people that come on these lists and stuff that we don't really know like that, man. So it's a good time to take a look at who the Dallas Cowboys are actually bringing in for a closer look. And if you look at the track record of the Dallas Cowboys, they bring you in for a 30 visit, or you a Dallas Day guy, you're probably gonna be somebody they target for real.
Yeah, yeah. And I when I look at the 30 visits with Dallas, I also look at it for clues, right? Because to
hmm
me, it's showing me what could be a priority. What's surprising is so far you don't see a lot of linebackers.
Nah, let me see the names on here. Uh, man, Sonny Styles. All right, so I guess it. All right, so I guess this is they had one more that we haven't seen yet, and that's Josiah Trotter.
Y-
Josiah Trotter is actually at the start right now.
Yeah, Trotter,
So like,
and
yeah,
they had a dinner with the linebacker out of UT.
yeah, they had dinner with Jacob Rodriguez and them too.
So that's four. So just so far, the reported list ain't really kind of showing the real activity, you know. But
Right, because
it's a
they
lot of
locked
corners
down
on
some
here though.
folks. Yeah, a lot of back end players. Really, man. Do you want to just break down like the corners in general? Because like they got some decent people on here, like Mansoor Delane and Keon Scott. Are some good names. Even Malik Muhammad, like those are bona fide. Could probably come in here and start kind of caliber players. So like, if we take a look at anybody first, I probably want to just go through the list of the corners and then we'll break it down from there.
Okay. So I'll do it from the Todd Mache list, right? So we'll go
Let's do that.
from this and. All right. So here we go. So looking at the 30 visits, what on the cornerback list? Like, so Mansoor Delane. So you want to kind of showcase this report a little bit. That's what I'm assuming.
Repeat that. I'm sorry. I might have some stuff I went out. I was sharing the content.
No, it's cool. You want to showcase this Todd Mache kind of draft big board thing. So the full
Right.
report. Let me go to full
Yeah. Go
report.
ahead.
Okay. So this is my first time playing with this, bro. This dope.
I thought so too. I thought, hey, shout out to Todd McShay, man. Like we usually do our own leg work, but like it's been hectic. We've been trying to find war daddies and find linebackers and we were trying to convince them for like 2 months to say fuck the picks anyway. So it's been, a little slow motion on the actual draft content on my end. I ain't gonna lie to you. So kudos to Todd McShay for making this shit a little bit easier this year.
Yeah.
I do got one thing I disagree with him on though, with
What's-
this.
Okay.
He has Mansoor Delane as his number one corner. He is not my number one corner.
Okay.
He's my number two corner. There's nothing bad. There's nothing wrong with Mansoor Delane. I got Jeremiah McCoy as my number one corner. So we got
Yeah.
our shit flip flop.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with Mansoor Delane. But if you compare Jeremiah McCoy's 2024 tape to Mansoor Delane's 2025 tape, his shit is better. No disrespect.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, and I'm hoping that his name ended up being a 30 visit as well. I know that the Dallas can, I know that he has to run and everything else at his pro day, so that scouts feel comfortable about the leg. But if he's healthy, this is who I actually would draft over Mansour Delane.
Yeah. I don't think Mansour Delane is gonna be possible.
You think he's just gonna go based off of the pro day and stuff?
Yeah. Yeah. That's my gut feeling, my brother. You know what I'm saying? And the more I've been thinking about it, 12 is gonna be about a receiver or one of these corners. That's what I really think. I think we go get close to the edge. I don't think it's gonna happen. Yeah. So if I look at this list, the total list, this tool is nice. It's fluid. Some people trying to fight you on your Caleb Downs. I feel you on your Caleb Downs. You know?
Like, man, listen, there be no safeties every draft class, and them niggas get disrespected every draft
Yep.
class.
Yeah.
Like, it's
People
not even
trying to fight
about
that theory, but it's like, no, that's true, bro. That's true. Safeties drop for no reason. Yeah.
absolutely no reason. They don't make no, and listen, they don't even pay safeties a lot of money. It's a position they don't pay. You know, they always fall out of the top 10 in the first round most years. Like, I get it. Like, he's dope, but Kyle Hamilton was pick number 14. So if he can fall to 14, Caleb Down can fall to 12.
Yeah. I think that, yeah, if I'm trying to say what's going to likely be there, I would say Caleb Downs, one of them corners, and definitely a dope
One of the
receiver.
wide receivers.
Like, for sure. That's what I can realistically see falling to Dallas all day long. Real talk. So let me go back, because we was looking at the corners, right?
Yeah, because Mansour the Lame, I know I did this. I ain't trying to shit on the young man and then, but he was a 30 visit, so we can at least look at his profile, what they said about him, and I still got him as my number 2 corner.
Yeah.
So if they did go that route, I wouldn't cry about it because he's gonna be a day one starter in Dallas. But I wouldn't mind bringing Cuz in here.
Yeah. So you say, let's see what they said about him.
Correct.
All right. Shit. Let me rock this too.
It's really the part on the right that's where his
Breakdown is. I'm reading it right now.
I read it for the people out there. Dude.
Okay. So Delane is a polished, experienced, scheme, versatile corner with outstanding instincts and good ball skills. He transferred to LSU in 2025 after 3 seasons at Virginia Tech, earned unanimous All-American honors, and was named first team All-SEC. In 44 college games, including Florida starts, he had 41 pass defended, 33 pass breakups, and 8 interceptions. His arm length is the red flag. What's your thoughts on that?
I don't give a damn.
Me too. I don't give a shit about that.
Arm length is so boo boo because Stephon Gilmore didn't have long arms. He was a defensive player of the year, future Hall of Famer, Super Bowl champion. You just go down the list of everything that Stephon Gilmore accomplished, and he quote unquote had undersized, atypical arms for a cornerback. The boy we finna bring in right now had 6 interceptions. Kobe Durant. He's an undersized corner, and he don't have no arm length, and he had more ball production than every cornerback on our team combined last year. So I think it's a total nothing burger. Like for corner play, it's more about technique. It's more about leverage. It's more about your ability to break down and explode into the wide receiver. It's more about your hips. It's way more shit that's important than arm length. If arm length was all that mattered, Siobhan Rivera wouldn't have been trash last year.
Right. Yeah, it's I just never really red flag arm length. It's come on, man. Todd McShay, you was doing good.
He did. He was just fine. Then he said some bullshit.
Yeah. So then he said he had small hands and he's not a natural pass catcher. But he puts himself in position to make plays, track and frames the ball well, and finds ways to finish. He didn't work out at the combine, but he runs well on tape. He gets his head turned around and stacks receivers. That's important. That's important. Yeah, that's important. Because that's one of the things. First of all, hold on. So what's going on with Ty? What's going on, man? She said they pissing off at work. What's going on? We need to go slap some people at work. We need to go slap some people. We're trying to make sure she okay. You okay?
Yeah, real shit. We have to beat their ass, man. They can't be over here bullshitting.
Yeah, for real. Like, now we got you. We got you. We got y'all the way. Just shoot me a DM and you know, me and Henny head up there. We get to slapping some coworkers. We might send you an invoice though. We might send you an invoice for real.
Yeah.
Now we gonna help you get through. But yeah, so that I like that they say he stacks well. You want to talk about that stacking real quick, because people might not know what that is.
Yeah, man. You know, because stacking is the same offensively and defensively. Stacking is when you get on top of the motherfucker on offense and it's the same on defense. He's not letting the wide receiver get behind him. Basically, he's positioning himself in between the open area and the wide receiver, and that's how you counteract the goal balls and the deep routes and shit like that. So what they saying is on these vertical routes, he's not letting him get behind them. He's putting his body in the way, and really when you do that, no matter the speed discrepancy, like you can't go no further than how fast I'm going unless you're gonna run through me.
It's right. And I call it playing on the upfield shoulder. People got different terms for it, you know. So, and I think that's always the perfect position for a corner, except to try to stop a fade stop. But
yeah, comeback might fuck it up a little bit, you know.
And see, that's asking for a lot of accuracy out the quarterback. So I would say, I'd rather you give me the upfield shoulder anyway. So, but going back to it, no, this is dope too. I like this too. He said he closes well, breaking on routes, off coverage, and quickly sorts and out route combinations in zone. Looks good. He splits high-low route combinations and jumps underneath routes. He knows how to read the quarterback and hunt the ball. As a run defender, he steps up and cuts the legs out from under ball carries. His effort is excellent. Now, I'm going to tell you why I like this type of tool. I like this type of tool because then I can compare it with my eyes. You know?
Correct.
Yeah. So in terms of the Dallas and their 30 visits, you basically saying you want Mansour. That's who you want. That's Henny's guy.
Out of the 30 visits so far, bring him back up.
It's up. Oh, the 30 visits. Okay, hold on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, bring the 30 visits back up.
Got it. Hold on.
Like I said, he's my number 2 corner, so I wouldn't be mad if we got him at all. You know what I'm saying? Out of all the people of the 30 visits, I guess if you really honestly though, because again, like I said, like I really prefer I really prefer the boy out of Tennessee over him.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just ask me out of these 30 visits, he's in a very intriguing name because it's just the fact that I know that he has a high floor.
Yeah.
He's a high floor plug and play player right now. So is it what?
That's right. You said your guy was Gerald McCoy. I put words in your mouth. My bad.
You're okay. But we are just talking about the 30 visits
in relation. Yeah.
I would get Jamal McCoy.
Yeah, I think they close, bro. And I have not yet made up my mind. I will know before the draft. I'm still torn between them two. Real talk. I ain't quite ready to put my cement down. Like you ready to put your whole cement on this?
Oh yeah, it's a wrap. I don't watch too much of you niggas now. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
It,
Good.
it,
Good. 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 All right. Well, yeah. I get back with you. Give me about 2 weeks. Give me about 2 weeks, and I have my list locked down like you. Now, I don't have Avion close to them at all. Yeah.
Avion Terrell,
I don't. I don't have him at all. Yeah. And see, Keon Scott, he was brought in too.
he a great nickel.
Yeah.
He got some issues. Now this is gonna be the thing. Like I ain't saying he bad in coverage. I'm not saying he's bad in coverage. But it needs some work. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
he can be a better he can be a better coverage guy. But
Yeah.
he tackles, he
Yeah.
hits, he's physical, he's fast, he's explosive, he can sack the quarterback. Like he can play nickel. You know, like he's a kind of motherfucker that's a glue guy in the middle of your team. If you actually need to go out and get a player that can play the star position, and we'll be doing a lot of match coverage principles. Like I went and looked at it. Fangio, they were in too high safety shell. They're there exclusively, but outlier, they only played cover two about 3%. This is a defense that damn near solely relies on cover four, match, which Nick Saban called cover seven, and Fangio's cover six. So, and in match coverage principles, you need you an athletic, apex defender, they can master these routes and run with people because their zone turns into man. So I don't mind bringing him in. Now, my concern is you don't have a second round pick. He has a second round grade. You would have to be comfortable drafting him at 20 if you don't trade back.
Oh, hell no.
That's the thing. Because you don't really have the assets to get Keontae Scott.
Right.
He's too high for 20, but he's way too good to be there at 92.
Right. Uh, mm,
You'll have to trade back and see if you can get a extra pick in the second round, or you'll have to, and listen, I say this all the time. They board is different from our board. They might look at Keontae Scott and say that he's a better cornerback than some of the niggas that we think.
right. Well, I will say this, bro. I feel like 20 is a move down place anyway. The more I'm looking at it, I feel like 20 is a move down. And then Lou say pass. Yeah, yeah. Lou came in and just put his whole foot in and said pass. Cause see, that's concerning, especially when you say, yeah, I didn't coverage, but he do everything else well. It's like, no, I need you to do that first well. You know what I mean? I need that first well. Yeah, so but let's go back real quick, cause see, it's something else that's interesting to me when I'm looking at this list. I want to get your thoughts on this, and obviously, looking at this is Omar Cooper. What's your thoughts on that? That's kind of receiver.
Yeah, he's a good receiver too.
But what's up? What's up with it bringing him in on the 30 visit though, dog?
You
What's up
got
with
you
that?
can it depend on what you how you look at it. It's either A, it's good due diligence because they're not scared to draft BPA, or it's a ploy to try to get leverage in this George Pickens situation. It depends on which way you want to look at it. Just
This
I
this will
never
be a
know
ploy to George.
like wide receiver in general is going to be a ploy to George. If they spend premium pick, on a wide receiver, may it be 12. Because we were talking about the possibility of one of them falling. May it be 20. Like there, are possibilities to where they get another receiver in and they have some leverage, in the George Pickens situation. Because if they are able to ascertain one of the better wide receivers in the draft on a cheap 5-year deal, right? Then they might feel more comfortable trying to move picks. It just really depends on how they trying to play it. Now you could also say it's like it's just due diligence. Like they could fall there. They could run out with all three of these motherfuckers for a season. You never know how they be moving.
Yeah,
But
that's in.
I don't dislike him. I don't dislike Coop. I don't dislike him at all. He's a winner. He's physical. He's strong. Uh, he got some stuff to work on. I think he needs to refine like some of his route running. I think but he's built sort of like a backer. You know what I'm saying? Like he's super solid. Like some of that shit that they used to do with CD Lamb, lining him up in the backfield and giving him the ball. Like he can do some Devo kind of shit.
Gotcha. Yeah, that was just kind of interesting to me, dog. Yeah, just kind of like, what's up with that? Now, obviously with me, everything else, like in terms of edge and defensive line, is an absolute.
Oh, hell no!
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
No. Nope. Cause see, I've seen that too much. I don't want no edge or no defensive lineman in the first 3 rounds. None. Not one. It's a waste. Don't do it. Unless it's pick 12. And unless somebody special falls. What's your thoughts on that?
And you got to draft the best player, boss. I understand how you feel, but if them niggas is better than the other people on the board, you don't just turn a blind eye to it just because we feel a certain type of way. You supposed to go in the draft and get the best available player. If the best available player is the edge there, like let's say Romello Height is there in the 3rd round, and he is the best player on the board at that point. Do I not get Romello Height just cause?
I need some options. I need some real options. You know what I'm saying? I need to see like what's actually there, because it's gonna be hard for me to just say he's the best available player there. I'm sorry.
We just talk about
and even if they
hypotheticals.
do it, even if he the best player, he ain't gonna be able to have no impact. Even if he the best player, likely for 2 or 3 years. I don't think we should even look at it, to be honest.
I mean, that's sort of not even true because I don't know. They saying that Easy E gonna be ready for the start of the season. Do we ever trust their timelines?
Nah, but I'm just saying that's why I'm
He
saying
could
veteran.
come out. He could come out but start the year and be playing significant snaps for you.
Yeah, but all I'm saying is if I'm trying to take her a Dax window, I don't want no defensive lineman picked. I don't want no defensive edges picked. None. Unless it's pick 12. I'm like, get a veteran or don't shop, in my opinion. Because to me, it's a waste of Dax window. Even if they the best player available.
Man, you still got depth. You still got depth. You got to replace because you
In
ain't
the
really got
draft,
Clowney. Yeah, because if you don't listen, if you don't do it in free agency, you're gonna have to do it somewhere. You're still down. Marshawn Nealon ain't coming back. God bless his soul. Oh, you're down Jadeveon Clowney. You're down Dante Fowler. Like you still got a lot of work to do in the edge room. A lot of work to do in the edge room.
yeah.
So either you're going to be signing a low, no money getting ass veteran, or you're going to be bringing somebody else in.
I
Because
would go with the. I think, matter of fact, if I really think about it, bro, we do better with the low, no money ass veterans than the young, up and coming rookies. What was old boy out of Auburn that came to Dallas 2 years ago? Had about 6 sacks out of nowhere. Can't remember his name. He was at. I remember the school though. He was out of
you would hit
Auburn.
me with a brain teaser.
Y'all help me, man. Help me out, chat.
Help me help boss. I sure don't know.
Man, but once I say the name, you're gonna be like, yeah, he did. Y'all help me, bro. He out of Auburn. I remember the school. I'm gonna Google this real quick though, because I know I had him in the Boss Cowboy guide too. Y'all give me a second. I'm saying Auburn defensive end. for the Cowboys. Let's go pull them up. No, these fuckos bringing up Kedrick Falk. I don't want to talk about Kedrick.
He better not be no damn Dallas Cowboy. Boss, let me ask
Lawson.
you a
It
question.
was Lawson, bro. Carl Lawson. Thank you, Lou.
Oh, you don't
Yeah,
like Carlos.
yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like one of them, like Carl Lawson was them vets out of nowhere. Clowning was a vet out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like I'd rather get a vet that had steak and potatoes, peanut butter and jelly for 3-4 years than a rookie. Yeah.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna sign them for 3 or 4 years.
No. I ain't saying sign him. I'm saying if I'm trying to take care of Dak's window.
I mean, listen, if you don't trade for a veteran edge, then you're not gonna take care of the window anyway. We really talk about two different things at this point because depending on how the board fall, particularly we're already pretty much sure that we're not going to get a top tier edge in this draft class. Like the odds are very slim at this point because the real marquee difference makers are two guys: is David Bailey and Ruben Bain. You know what I'm saying? So like the odds of one of them being there at 12, ain't all that good to begin with.
Yep.
That's why we had the conversation about getting Love or maybe getting Tyson or some shit like that.
Yep.
So if you end up, getting offense at 12, you know, you, at that point you drafting BPA the rest of the way anyway, because the
Yep.
offensive player was BPA. So
Mm-hmm.
you gotta go the rest of the draft BPA. Get the best person at 20. Get the best person at 92. Get the best everything. Like you go if you're going offense, you're going BPA because you're not drafting for need.
Right.
So if you start that chain reaction, it got to continue down the line. So even if we may not feel like this dude is a war daddy, and they ain't no war daddy. But even if you don't feel like they is that, if they're better than the other options out there, like why play with it? You already went BPA the rest of the way. Don't make
So
this
you
one
still
outlier
you
when you
still
reach
so
it.
you still open a draft edge. We just go see that different. That's cool.
Yeah, because like once you get out the first round, where I draft you at, the expectations are different anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Like I draft you in the third round, you're not here to say today.
And see, that's why once we get past the first round, I start looking at running back, corner, safety, linebacker. I'm not looking at no DLs, no edges. Just
So
as
you
me.
might get them in the first round. So why am I looking at it?
Now, if I get them in the first round, that's different. Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's
different.
what I'm saying.
Totally
Yeah,
different.
that's my point. Like
And I'm
if we
still
go
and I'm still
BPA,
leery on most of them in the first. Like for real. Like for real. Don't even want to touch them. I just need to finish my study. Once I finish my study, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back like Moses with the 10 Commandments. I'm gonna preach whatever sermon my study say. Yeah, because I'm doing a study right now. I'm looking at all these first round edges and all these first round defensive linemen, and I'm trying to see what their year 1 and year 2 impacts was. And it's gonna be obviously a lot of big names on there. A lot of big names that we used to like Walker. You know what I mean? Like I want to go back and revisit some of these dudes. I want to, yeah. Some of these, oh, you ain't gonna miss. Oh, you get him. Oh, his Ben. Oh, he's a Micah. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to finish this study. And I'm gonna be doing a report on it tomorrow.
how far back you going?
I want to go back by 20 years, bro.
All right, so let's just throw out the obvious ones, and so folks can't be like, "Boss, you tripping? This nigga did this. This nigga." You know how they is, man.
Yeah.
So let's just throw out the obvious ones. Miles Garrett, we know what he did. He was like defensive rookie of the year.
Yeah.
Von Miller was good his first year out. Bradley Chubb was a 12 sack nigga with Fangio in 2018, and then he got hurt. That's what's been fucking his whole career of injuries.
Right.
The boy from Atlanta this year had 10.5 sacks. James Pierce, the one trying to kill his old lady that play in the WNBA.
Yeah, but hold on. What round was he drafted in?
First round.
What pick?
I gotta look. You know what's crazy? They drafted 2 edges in the first round this year,
And see,
and one didn't do nothing.
the cool thing about what you saying, most of everybody that you said was top 10 dudes, bro.
Exactly.
So the ones that's hidden is right where I'm saying I'll be like, all right, like if Bailey fell, I'll be like, all right, fuck it, let's go. Or if Bane, I'd be like, I ain't gonna just bet everything on it, but I would feel better about it. Outside of them two, I'm like, womp. I'm talking about on everybody else. I'm over here like everybody else. I'm talking about dudes I like Howell from A&M. I like him. I just don't think he go do shit year one.
I'll say I don't even fuck with Hal like that.
For real?
I like, cause listen, it's not that he's not explosive. Like he's super explosive. He got a great first step. That boy little as a bitch. Like boy,
Wait.
They gonna be niggas clowning on you out
Wait.
there.
Hold on, man. Let me wait.
They gonna reach and grab you with one hand, nigga. And they
Hold
gonna
on
flex
real
the
quick,
other.
bro. Hold on real quick. These boys messing up the whole list. Oh, I see what I did. No, I messed up. I was going back to your Todd McShay list. I'm back on it. Go ahead, though.
Nah, man, like that boy little as a hoe.
Let me
You know
see,
what I'm saying?
bro.
Like they gonna reach out. It ain't gonna be their strong hand. They gonna be left hand. They gonna be right handed. They gonna hem them up with the left hand, and they gonna make a muscle with the right hand. Pose for the camera. Boy, little as a hoe.
He's 6'2", 253, bro. That ain't little, dog.
That's a little ass edge, boy. Little ass edge.
That boy Sam Williams, bro. Now, hey, hold on real quick. I need to see something real quick. I need to check something. What's Sam Williams' arm lit? You killing Hal. You killing my boy, dog. Why you killing Hal like this? Sam Williams draft profile. Let me look at Sam Williams.
Pull Hal arm length back up. Do that for him. Pull this shit back up.
Give me 1 second.
That shit looked funny. Pull it back up.
They said 30 inches. I saw it.
Ugh. Wait a minute. That's all his arms are?
30 inches? Yeah, man. He basically said Williams, dog.
Nah, hell nah, boss. That nigga at 33 inches. And he's 2 inches taller.
Yeah, it's taller, bro. You hammering my dog, bro.
Hell nah.
You hammering my dog. He's 6'2" and a half.
Hold on, why that don't look right? That nigga got the same.
Look, he got a 32-inch vertical. That boy got a baby vertical and everything. Dog.
That boy little as hell, man. Get this nigga off the screen, man.
Just cause he little, man. If y'all don't stop,
man, get this itty bitty nigga off my screen. Itty bitty ass boy.
That boy ain't little, man. You need to stop this, bro.
Man, you already got one James Houston on the team, nigga.
Yeah, he by James Houston. Oh man, that's funny.
You trying to get me to draft a nigga that gonna play 12 snaps a game? That nigga can only play on third down.
Man, we making the same point. Even the dudes we like, I don't trust them in the first, bro. Real talk. That's the whole point. That's the point I'm making. I don't trust. Hold on real quick. Let me go back. I'm going to ask you this, bro. Outside of, we'll get back to the 30 visits, but go on the edge real quick.
This is interesting. Let's talk.
Yeah, this is interesting to me. All right. So outside of Reese, Bailey, and Bane, do you trust anybody else?
What do you mean by trust? Because that's
Year one impact. But say he was getting folded. I'm gonna check that out, Lou. I appreciate that. Lou say, yeah.
First and foremost, Hilton Fall don't even need to be on here. That nigga don't.
Yeah, I ain't feeling Falk, bro.
That nigga ain't shit.
I'm just not. Listen, he ain't tricking me, bro. I'm smelling bust. Yeah,
anybody that drafts a pass rusher who can't rush the passer deserves whatever the fuck they get. That's all I'm gonna say. But nah, in terms of trust, this niggas I like. I like Gabe. Jacobs.
I like Gabe too, bro. I like Gabe too.
That nigga a lot. That's my boy.
Yeah, he dope.
Like, I would like me and Lou and on that show we had did earlier, you know, with Land and Wes, kudos to my niggas. Like hey, I said I would take him over TJ Parker now.
Oh yeah, yeah, man. Man, without a
Yeah. Then he got a wrestling background. They comparing this nigga to Trey Hendrickson and shit. Like, man, hold on. Like I would take a flyer on Cuz. You know what I'm saying?
all day.
But
Yeah,
but when you talk about trust, like trust is a big word. I mean that for a reason.
yeah. I mean,
You know what I'm
that's why I
saying?
said it, and then I defined it. Year one. Do you trust the year one?
And
See,
then
your
it
silence
gets
tells
tricky.
me. Your silence tells me.
Oh,
Like,
hell no.
and this the thing. Like, it's rough for me, dog. I trust David Bailey because I seen David Bailey. I trust Ruben Bain. Like that's some gangster shit. Really, I got both the niggas over Orville Reese. I don't know who the fuck got Orville Reese this high. You know, kudos to Orville Reese though. But yeah,
Everybody,
David.
everybody.
Yeah, yeah, they smoke a sure. But yeah, David Bailey and Ruben Bain. That's it for me. If you had to, you know, just ask me who after that is probably the best pure pass rusher. It's the old ass nigga with a family, and then it's scary because he's a motherfucker got a long ass injury history. I'm talking about King Messidor ass.
Yeah. Nah,
Now
I
he
ain't
can rush,
trusting it, bro. I'm
he
over
rush the
here
passer
like,
well, but he old. Nigga.
Oh, hell no.
mm-hmm.
You done played 6 years of college.
I ain't
It
falling
scares
for
me
it.
a
I'm
little bit.
sorry, bro.
It
I,
scares
I
me.
don't I don't trust none of these dudes year one except maybe Bailey and Bain. And I don't trust them year one. I'm being
I trust.
dead ass.
I trust him. I trust him here.
Talk to me. You talking about because
We
of the
got
ghostwriter?
nah because nigga. Nah, fuck no. No disrespect to the Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
You got niggas. You got fucking Quentin Williams. Quentin Williams is why we're sitting here talking about. Damn, we should bring the David Clowney back. He didn't do shit till Quentin Williams touched the field, man. Look at his shit. He had 8.5 sacks. 6.5 of them bitches came after we got Quentin Williams. You got to force multiply in the middle of your defense. If you add somebody that's already a superstar waiting to happen, you know that shit could probably work. Now I don't know if David Bailey gonna go somewhere else and be out the plastic a 10 sack nigga, but in Dallas he's an 11 sack nigga out the plastic. That man got that shit, man. You gotta seen this dude, man. He got everything you want as a pass rusher, and you mean to tell me we're gonna give this nigga one-on-ones?
I like your vision, and it does sounds real.
Matter of fact, you can do the leg work. You're gonna do the leg work anyway. All you gotta do with these first round niggas that came in hooping, look at their defensive tackle room. Who do they have in the middle of their defense? And if there's a correlation between strong defensive tackle play and them having fast starts, then you know we might be able to put a check mark and say, hey, if David Bailey and Ruben Bain do make it to Dallas, the infrastructure is in place for them to hit the ground running.
All right, man. I'm finna flip the script, bro. You got me curious. What you sent me this list on tight end. What's on your mind, bro?
You know what's on my mind.
Okay, let me see if I can define it. You trying to upgrade from Ferg,
Yep.
my dog. Talk to me.
Easily. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's too good of a tight end class to not, bring somebody in. Even if you can't get Kenyon Sadiq, who you probably have to spend a first round pick on. Eli Stowers is a very good tight end. He's very athletic. They really disrespected my nigga Michael Trigg out of Baylor. But there's a bunch of guys in here that are athletic, that can stretch the field, will be Dak friendly, and you can get cheaper at the tight end position. Because as you may or may not know this, you can get out of Jake Ferguson contract next year. Say bukus of money. Motherfucker had and listen, there were 3 people on the Dallas Cowboys that had 100 targets. Jake Ferguson was one of them.
Yeah.
But he also was the only person on this team with 100 targets that did not break 1,000 yards.
Yeah. Yeah.
You had 600 yards on 100 targets, dog.
Right.
It can't happen.
No. And see, that's the thing that bothers me on this 30 visit list. We ain't seeing no tight ends, bro.
Oh, we did get one. It wasn't updated.
Okay.
Eli Stowers, second tight end on the list.
Okay. Yeah,
Might
I'm
in
open for
somebody's
that.
eyes might in somebody's eyes be the second tight end in the draft too.
Right. Nah, I agree with you, bro. And I honestly hate that it's not enough noise in a dope tight end class about upgrading tight end, bro. It's no noise about that. It's complete silence on that. So
Yeah, and I don't get it. And I'm not even somebody that hate Jake Ferguson. I'm not saying that he can't play at all, but the explosiveness he used to have is not there. Maybe if he lose some weight, run some track and run some sprints, in the off season, try to improve his speed. Maybe he can get some of it back. But you got next to no yards after catch when you talking to Jake Ferguson. Outside of them weak ass design screens and shit, I'm not counting that.
yeah,
You were one of the worst tight ends in the league in terms of yak. You got guys in they mid 30s and shit averaging more yak than Jake Ferguson was.
right,
And that just can't be the case when you're paying a tight end top 10 money. He's the 8th highest paid tight end in the National Football League.
right.
Is he the 8th best?
No,
Is he the 8th most productive?
no,
And like shit, you're gonna have to cut your losses somewhere, man.
right. So yeah, man. See, and I think Henry, we're gonna need to lead that charge because there's nobody leading that charge, sir. There's nobody leading that conversation. Nobody. What you just talked about is not in the streets, sir. The streets is quiet. In a dope tight end class, ain't nobody talking about tight end at all. Which goes to what the Shotty said. What did Shotty say? He said, listen, I ain't passing up no dope offense. I just what's your thoughts on that? When Shotty was like, man, I'm not passing on that, bro. I'm not
I mean,
yeah.
You can't. Because we always go back to the 2020 draft. The 2020 draft failed the way it's supposed to have failed because you drafted the best player that was available. The best player available at the time was CeeDee Lamb.
That's right.
You technically didn't need CeeDee Lamb. Michael Gallup just finished that season with 1,100 yards. Amari Cooper, had like 1,200 yards that year. Randall Cobb, finished with over 800. If you wanted, you could have just re-signed Randall Cobb and ran it back. They didn't do that. They went out there and they saw CeeDee Lamb fail and they picked up CeeDee Lamb. And the rest was history. And because they did that and they got the best player available and they let the board fall, they were able to double back in the second round and get Trayvon Diggs, who himself had a first round grade.
Yeah. And that's the way to do it. Man, that's the way to do it, bro. And my boy said, to be fair, Easy had Williams. He didn't have an uptick after he got here. I don't know what you mean by that.
He talking about Easy didn't have an uptick in his production once Quentin Williams got here. But we also know this nigga had a fucked up hip labrum that affected his stability, his core. That's why that man was slipping and falling on all his tape.
Yeah. Yeah. So on your 30 visit, what's your final thoughts on the 30 visits so far?
They damn sure love them secondary players. I know the kind of background my defensive coordinator got. Matter of fact, salute to Malik Muhammad. Are you familiar with Malik?
Yeah.
Well, talk to me, man. That's your local kid. Talk to me.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm gonna be honest, man. Malik Muhammad, me taking a look. Yeah, all of that, bro. I don't see it. I don't see him having even close to enough twitch for the NFL, bro. That's just my eyes. I'll take another look, but
So what were your initial thoughts on Malik?
I'm being honest, bro. That was my initial thought, bro.
So what areas? So what areas was he lacking in?
His
Was it just
twitch.
his physical tool bag?
It was his twitch. His feet work was bad to me. Like, he looked like it was separation easily on him to me. Easily to me. Like, let me go look at my notes. You know I take notes on this stuff. Hold on real quick. You give me a second. Let me go to my notes. I'm gonna say exactly what I said on his ass. Cause I do that transcript shit. Yeah, so I can't. Well, see, and I talk about it immediately after I look at you. I look at you and then I start talking immediately. So whatever I said is what I saw. Now, sometimes I will say this. I've sometimes take a look at somebody and I look at them again. I'll be like, damn, how did I fuck that up? I'm just being honest. I think everybody do that if they honest. Where you might, cause sometimes you watch a film tired. You could be, you might not be locked in. You might be having a little mama in your ear. Ain't no telling what I be doing, bro. Hold on real quick. Now I'm planning on be doing all that. I'm going to him now. I'm looking at my notes. I don't be doing all that freak shit. I'm lying. Yes, I do. All right, hold on real quick. Nah, I really do. I've been on some bullshit. Yeah, he said, I need my voice notes. I'm pulling up my voice notes. I'm doing it right now. Hold on real quick. Cause I did the work on this. Hold on, let me show y'all. I'm on my voice notes right now so y'all can say I ain't playing. It's right here. Do this shit every year. Alright. Malik Muhammad. And look, I didn't give him even 1 star, dog.
That's from this year or this from last
This year, dog. And see, I said speaker. So this is what it said. Hold on real quick. I didn't give him 1 star. Hold on, man. Come on, man. Oh, I might have to reactivate this account. Hold on. Your basic is limited to 25 recent conversations. What y'all trying to charge? Let me see if they trying to charge me. Man, get your ass out of there. I ain't paying that shit. Hold on real quick. So in the overview, it says speaker 1, and they were talking about me. Critiques Malik Muhammad's NFL potential. So he made it, but he barely made it. That's what I'm saying. He made it, but he barely made it. Straight up. Noting his inadequate footwork. You see, I remembered it. I said it was his feet work and lack of proper technique, what they describe as disjointed. They said basically my words when I was describing him on my voice thing, it said, yeah, I called him disjointed. They also mentioned Muhammad's tendency to be handsy, suggesting he needs significant improvement in his agility and balance. Despite these issues, Speaker 1, they talking about me, believes Muhammad has a potential to make it in the NFL, but only barely, predicting he would be drafted in the 4th or 5th round. That's what I said about him. And let me see what Dallas got him on a 30 visit real quick. Let me see.
This is a 3rd round pick.
They said 3rd. I'm like, Dallas, don't do it. Don't do that.
That's like the more like the consensus though. I don't think it's what Dallas got on. It's like more the consensus.
Let me see. Yeah, they got a 3rd on him, man. Fuck no.
Oh, hell no.
No. But that's just me though. I'll take another look. I might have been tripping, bro. I will though. Cause see, if people like you giving me pushback, I respect y'all lies. I would never be like, no, I'm right. I play corner. You didn't see what you see. I don't. Nah. I said, nah. Henny got good eyes. Or I say, what games did you look at?
See, that's the thing. I ain't stamping the nigga either. Like I ain't watched enough of him to do to have an opinion on Malik Muhammad.
Yeah. And see, I feel like what Lou said, man. I be afraid of that UT connection to Dallas, bro. I smell a UT business connection that I don't like. I don't like it. I don't like it. If something has a smell. Yes, and Lou said it. Lou preaching. Every Longhorn don't deserve a look. Thank you.
I signed my own shit. Better stay in your lane, your little bitty broke ass.
Man, boy, Lou is in there cooking. Yeah, man. So,
And you know it's real because Lou a damn Longhorn fan.
and he a Longhorn fan, brother. So, that's my honest to God assessment. And for anybody that do draft stuff, I'm gonna tell y'all this is a good tool. Did you do that this year, Henny? Did you use this year? Man, let me tell y'all about this tool. All right. So, a lot of times, one of the key things to the draft, when you're looking at so many different candidates, is being able to remember what you looked at. So what I do is the moment I look at your film, I go to this software called OTTEI. So it's a voice translator, and it'll summarize what you said. And so what I do is I go in and I start telling exactly what I saw, and I rank them. And then, the more stars, the better. If you make what I call the Boss Cowboy guide, that don't mean you trash, but the higher stars I give you, the more I think about you. Just put it like that. And I put a lot of 3 stars on a lot of corners. Malik shouldn't even be in the discussion, in my opinion. It's too many, and it'll speed you up. You will be so damn fast when you doing film work. Because once you do the film work, all you got to do is turn it on and record what you saw. And it's going to summarize everything you said. Like, I could turn this whole shit into a show. This is how I wrote my books. So, it's a good tip, y'all, man. So, make sure y'all do that when you're going through draft stuff and if you're trying to keep it organized. So, like, Henny did put me on the spot last year when we drafted Revel. He said, you got that software? I said, yeah. He said, pull it up. And I was able to pull up Revel and what I said about Revel, and it's pure because now I can't lie. I can't be like, oh, I had Revel as a first round. I know I didn't. I did not. I did not.
Boss said, man, he like, He just made a noise.
Kind of stiff, dog. That ball kind of stiff, dog. To me, yeah. Them hips needed some oil, dog. So, but it'll keep you honest. It'll keep you. And see, when I say I'm going to the black, this is what I'm talking about. So when I be saying I go to the black, I go look at every one of these candidates and then I make my summary on them. And then when I do my summary, now I'll be open to hear what everybody else got to say. But until I do my own summary, I turn everybody off. So anyway, man, shit, I'm finna get up out of here, man. My phone ringing. I'm finna hit these streets. You know what it is, Hen, man. What's your final words for us, Killer? Hen dog.
Oh, I'm back. I had to refresh my damn phone.
Okay.
What?
I was saying, man, I'm finna, my phone ringing. It's time to get in the streets. You know how it is.
Oh,
So,
yeah. So, final words. All right, so mine is gonna be this, man. Keep your eyes on them visits. They're gonna update quickly. They're gonna be some names you know. Gonna be some motherfuckers you don't know. Tell them, boss, they got like 4-5 dudes on them lists that ain't even supposed to get drafted. they got like 4, 5 UDF niggas on there.
Right.
So make sure you keep track of that. Dallas Cowboys have a penchant for going out there and getting those guys some way, shape, or form. They
Right.
may not draft them initially. Maybe they get cut, and roster cut downs, and they bring them in. Maybe they spin the block on them. Maybe they do draft them. But if the Dallas Cowboys had a crush on you, they always spin the block and say, "Hey, big head." So make sure you keep your eyes on them 30 visits. Make sure you keep your eyes on them Dallas Day visits. And man, really, I hope that we ain't got to even worry about none of this shit. Hopefully they trade them picks. Hopefully we get Max or we get Myles Garrett so the Dallas Cowboys can get a real force multiplier at edge to go along with what they've been doing in free agency.
Woo.
And we just gonna push our ships into the motherfucking middle of the table and say, let's play, dog.
Woo.
I hope it come down to that. Cause listen, it's getting rough to realistically see a way to fix your defense in the draft, man.
Yeah. Boy.
We just talk about odds and probability.
Boy, say that again, dog.
Probability.
That boy,
It's
he
getting
ain't go
hard.
hard.
It's hard to see it, lady. Like for real. Have hope until you see how shit actually playing out. Like it was cool to have hope, and try to trade Henderson and build, with more premium guys in there, and then they wet the bed and then open up their wallets. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now that all these other plans have fell through, you gotta keep, switching and pivoting. If Plan A don't work, you gotta have Plan B. Plan B don't work, you gotta have Plan C. But at the end of the day, the shit gotta work. Like for real, you gotta find something to make this shit work. So it don't matter, you gotta get down to Z and start going to numbers after that. You gotta find some shit that works. And at this point, man, it don't look like you're gonna be able to fix your defense through the draft. But you still need a premier position and a premier guy to actually change life for niggas. It probably ain't gonna be there.
Damn.
Bless you, dog. Bless you.
Yeah, I feel everything you saying, bro. Everything. Was you finished?
Oh yeah, I'm good now.
Okay. I didn't want to cut y'all. My boy said my final words is I tell you about guys yearly and y'all still fall for the wee woo. What I would suggest you do is document it. Because that's why I put it in my books. Because then I show people what I said. You know what I'm saying? I could go show people what I said on Sanborn when he was coming back. I could go show people what I said on Bland, Steele, Micah, shit, Carl Lawson, Clowney. I had Clowney in my free agent guide 3 years in a row. So, whenever people say that they've been hitting on stuff, people ain't gonna believe you until you show them. So, like, I can go show people what I said about what's the Texas Tech linebacker right now for Miami that we looking at right now, free agency?
Oh, talk about Jordan Brooks.
Brooks. I can show people what I said on Brooks. You know what I'm saying? I can show people what I said on Clark. I can show people pretty much everybody. I can show people what I said on Murray when he was at OU. So like, I can show people. So I always say, if you really hitting on it, document it. And I'm gonna tell you something that I do too. Every year, literally every year, I rank every one of my lists and I post it. So when I was because I remember I said, because everybody was asking here and they was like, why is Dean dropping? And at the last minute, I dropped Dean at the last minute because I did a deeper, like I said that I need to do a corner that you already did, right? Mm-hmm. I started looking closer and I was like, Dean getting his ass mopped. For real, I was seeing it. I was like, dog, them guards is killing him. Especially when they was hitting that second level. And then I was watching another guy, Zacoby. I can't remember his name, but he was Dean's size, right? and he was just playing way better, but nobody was talking about him. So I was like, if this dude is an undrafted dude playing and looking like Dean is too high, and I dropped him. So then when he dropped in the draft, everybody was shocked. I was like, no, the scouts just basically did the work, you know? And that was television shit, you know? Because his name was good out of Georgia, but when them scouts did the work, they're like, this dude film ain't shit. Like, for real. Like, for real. So anyway, man, I always recommend that people document your stuff, for real, as much as possible. So we gonna keep doing that with these 30 visits, like my brother Hen said. We gonna be looking at this, keeping our eye on this type of stuff. I love the honesty of my brother Hen at the end. My boy Hen was like, bro, we have not done enough really yet to just put a stamp on the defense. It's headed in the right direction, but we go need some help. I 1,000% agree with your Hen. Good show, bro. And if you free tomorrow, I'm ready to work. Real talk. We out.
Always, man.
I know that you're watching, plotting and wishing and praying that I fall.
Yeah.
Shout out my haters, I know that you're watching, plotting and wishing and praying that I fall. Shout out my haters, I know that you're watching, plotting and wishing and praying